Hi friends! How's it going? As you can see, today is a beautiful day and I'm in kind of a weird spot. It looks like there's like fencing around me and stuff, but guess what? It's because I am in my garden, which isn't really grown yet because we haven't planted much yet, but that's okay. So I decided that I was going to come in my garden because I'm going to show you how to plant your flowers that you got at school. So at school, I left some mason jars that your families could come and pick up. And on those mason jars, it's just a mason jar and it's filled with soil. And then on the top there was some seeds taped to it. But before we get into how to plant it, I'm wondering, what do plants need in order to be able to grow? What do you think? I want you to pause this video and I want you to talk with someone that's around you. Maybe it's a pet, maybe it's a stuffed animal, maybe it's an adult, maybe it's a sibling, a brother or sister, whoever it is. I want you to pause this and talk to them and say, this is what I think plants need to grow nice and tall and strong. Then when you're ready, you're gonna unpause this video. Okay? And I'm just gonna keep talking because I'm hoping that you paused it and chatted and now you're back. Hi. Okay, so what are some things that you talked about? Maybe you talked about, what do you think a seed needs in order to turn into a plant? How about dirt or soil? So one of the first things that you'll see when you look at your mason jar is that you have a mason jar and it's filled with soil. It looks like this, lots of soil inside. Okay, so there's one thing, it needs some soil, somewhere that it can grow. Okay, what else does it need? What's something that you need to be able to grow nice and tall and strong? Do you need food? Yeah, you do. What's food for plants? What do you think food for plants is? Did you say water? If you said water, you're absolutely right. So just like us, we need water to be able to grow nice and tall and strong. And so do plants. So plants need soil, so somewhere that they can grow. Water, something that they can eat or drink to be nice and tall and strong. What do you think's the last thing that they need? Well, what does it look like outside here, where I am? Yeah, it's windy, but what does it look like? Is it cloudy? I don't really see any clouds. I have sunglasses on my head, so what is it? Sunny! It's sunny! Plants need sun to grow nice and tall and strong. So the three things that they need are soil, water, and sunlight. Okay, so let's get into planting and then we'll talk a little bit more about how to take care of your plant. So all of you got a mason jar. And in your mason jar was some soil. So this isn't a mason jar, this is a pot because I'm all out of mason jars because I sent them home with you. So I'm sorry I'm not planting in a mason jar like you all are. But I have a pot and it has soil in it. And what I'm gonna do is first I'm gonna pat down my soil so that it's kind of nice and flat here, okay? And then I'm gonna take my finger and I'm gonna poke it right into the soil. Okay, poking it, up until I get about to my knuckle, my middle knuckle right here. So when I get there, I should have a hole in my soil. You see that? I have a hole right there. Okay, so now what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your seeds. So I have my seeds right here. And you're going to put them into your hole. So maybe you want to put a couple in one hole and then make another hole. So you know what? I'm gonna do that. So I have two seeds here. Maybe you can see them. There's one, the other one's in here too. I'm gonna put those in my hole. And now I'm gonna take my soil and I'm gonna put it over the hole and then pat down again. Okay, see, my hole's all gone. But now I'm gonna make another hole for my next two seeds. So I'm gonna poke a hole right here. My seeds in, cover it up, and then I'm gonna pat it down. So no more holes, and it's all patted down. Okay, so what else did I need to be able to make my plant grow? My soil's a little bit dry, so what do you think it needs? Did you say water? Yeah, it needs some water. So I brought my water bottle out here. You can use any water that you want to be able to water your flower, but you don't want to overwater it. You just want just enough water. Hi, Cougar. Just enough water that it's wet. You don't want it to be so wet that it's like mud. You don't want mud. So I'm gonna take my plant and I'm gonna pour some water. All right, and you're gonna see as you put the water that it soaks right into the soil. There. All right, so I put some water in there to get it nice and wet. Just enough so that it soaked right in. I don't have any puddles of water. If you have puddles of water, that's way too much water and you want to pour some out. But you put just enough that you can see it soak into the soil. So this soil now is nice and wet and ready to grow some flowers. So the very last thing that you're gonna do is you really, really, really wanna make sure that it's somewhere in the sun, right? Because it needs soil, we have soil. It needs water, I watered it. And then it needs sunlight. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this in my house in the window. And then maybe during the day, if it's really sunny out, I might take it outside here and might put it right out here where it can get some even better sun. So just remember when you're planting your flower that you want to make sure that it has water, that it has soil, and I know you have soil, has soil, water, and it's sitting somewhere in the sunlight because it needs all of those things to grow nice and tall and strong. Okay, have a great day, friends. Enjoy planting your flowers. I can't wait to see how big they grow. Bye.